while on the phone.
And developing now, there's a new push to get rapper YNW Melly out of jail. He's currently awaiting retrial for two child abuse.
In February 2020, YNW Melly got caught up in a wild fight inside the day room of his unit, which ended with him getting a DR for his part in the brawl. Fast forward to October 2020, and Melly faced more trouble. He was placed on room restriction after refusing to go back to his cell. Why? Because he was trying to hide while talking on the phone and didn't want to comply with orders. In February, Melly's legal team has filed a petition. Melly got caught asking the court for more time inside the day room of his unit. They're also requesting which ended with him getting a usual 10-page limit because they want to make sure they can present everything to October 2020 and fully. And Melly faced more trouble. It looks like they're making sure they have enough space to lay out every detail to go back to his cell. Stay tuned. Why? Because he was trying to hide even more talking on the phone. YNW Melly is speaking out about his rights being violated while he's stuck in pretrial detention. He's especially upset that his Sixth Amendment right to legal counsel has been completely ignored. Remember, Melly has been behind bars since 2018, waiting for his trial on some very serious charges. He's accused of killing 2 of his childhood friends. It's been more than 6 years now, and things aren't getting easier. On top of that, he's also facing a witness tampering charge, accused of trying to interfere with people who could testify in his homicide case. As you can see, Melly's legal battles just keep piling up. YNW Melly's legal team is fighting back, arguing that 3 years of harsh treatment is way too much, especially since he's still technically innocent until proven guilty. They claim it's cruel and unusual punishment, which goes against the 8th Amendment, and they also say it's stopping him from meeting with his lawyer, which is his right under the 6th Amendment. On the other hand, the Broward Sheriff's Office, BSO, is pushing back hard. They deny all the accusations Melly's team has made and say they're just doing their job. According to them, nothing they've done counts as cruel or unusual punishment. But the real question everyone is asking, are they actually stopping Melly from meeting with his lawyers? This could seriously impact his case and his chance at a fair trial. The situation is still unfolding, and it's one to watch closely. The big question in the lawsuit right now is whether YNW Melly is just acting out in jail or if the punishment he's facing is being blown out of proportion. Melly's been hit with over 100 infractions, and while 4 years of violations might seem like a lot, the Broward Sheriff's Office, BSO, says it's because he's been using his phone privileges too much, which led to many of the restrictions on him. But on top of that, there are still ongoing investigations into Melly for witness tampering related to his homicide case. With all this going on, BSO is asking for more time to gather all the evidence they need to fully respond. It's clear the situation is still pretty messy, and everyone's waiting to see what happens next. YNW Melly's legal team is pushing for more space to present their case. They believe the documents, transcripts, and evidence they have can prove their claims, but they need more than the 10-page limit set by the court. At first, they asked for 20 pages, but now they're requesting 30 pages to really lay everything out. The hearing is set for January 17th, so Melly's team will have to wait and see what happens next. Now, here's where things get interesting. Melly wasn't always in the main part of the jail. So why the sudden change? Borland says it wasn't just one thing, but a series of violations that led to the decision to move him. And you have to wonder, what's really going on behind the scenes? With so many unanswered questions, it's clear there's more to this story than meets the eye. Stick around, because this one's definitely not over yet. Melly's phone behavior seems to be the main reason for the trouble he's facing. It turns out he wasn't just using his own PIN to make calls. He was also using other people's PINs and sometimes letting others use his to get around the rules. This isn't exactly new, though. We've heard similar stories in other high-profile cases, like the LL case. In February 2020, YNW Melly got caught in Melly's wild fight inside the day room. They're also requesting getting a usual 10-page limit because they want to make sure they can hint that to October 2020. It looks like they're making sure they have enough space. He says there were other factors to go back to his cell. He can't go into because there's an investigation more interesting phone. YNW Melly is freaking out about his rights being violated. Seems to have gotten extra attention because he's especially upset that his Sixth Amendment right. Borland hints that Melly's move to the Paul Reed facility wasn't just been behind bars since 2018. He says there were other factors involved on some very serious charges. He's
because
accused
there's
of
an
killing
investigation
two of his
still
childhood
going on.
friends.
Then
It's
we
been
get
more than
prosecutor
6 years
now.
now.
Things aren't getting easier.
She tries to
On
explain
top of
that
Melly's
he's
behavior
also facing a
at the
witness
It wasn't
charge.
just about trying to
Accused of
manipulate
trying to
witnesses.
interfere with people
She
who could
says there were
testify
other
in his
reasons,
homicide.
but she's not giving away
As you
too
can
much
see,
just yet.
Melly's legal
It's starting to
battles
look
just
like
keep
there's a
piling
lot
up.
happening behind the
YNW
scenes
Melly's
that
legal
no one
team
wants
is
to talk
fighting
about
back.
right now.
Something
Shady
years
is
of harsh
definitely going
treatment
on,
is way
and
too
it's
much.
only getting more
Especially
interesting since he's still
Stay
technically
tuned.
innocent. There's
Guilty.
still more to come.
They claim it's
Witness
cruel
tampering
and
is a
unusual
serious
punishment,
charge, which
and
goes
it likely
against the
had a
Eighth
big
Amendment.
impact on
And
the
they
decision
also
to
say
move
it's
Melly.
stopping him from meeting
His
with his
defense
lawyer,
team is trying
which
to
is
figure
his
out
right
if the
under
staff
the
is
Sixth Amendment.
anything to
On
do
the
with
other
his
hand,
cover-up.
but
The
no
Broward
one's
Sheriff's
giving any
Office,
clear
the
answers.
SO,
Yet
pushing back hard.
still going on.
They deny
It's
all the
definitely
accusations
making
Melly's
things
team
even
has
more
made.
interesting. Say
When the
they're
defense
just doing their
team went
job.
through Melly's legal
According to
documents,
them,
they didn't
nothing
find
they've done
anything
counts as
strange
cruel or
unusual
punishment.
But what
But
they
the
did
real
discover
question
were
everyone is
some
asking, which are notes
Are they
passed
actually
between inmates.
stopping Melly from meeting
These
with
were
his
from
lawyers?
other inmates
This
to Melly.
seriously
They were
impacted
taken
his
as
case
contraband.
and his chance at
Along
a fair
with those,
trial.
they found
The situation
altered
is still
notebooks he
unfolding,
had,
and
there's
there's one to watch
definitely more
closely.
going on here. The big question in the
Anyone's
lawsuit right
letting
now
on.
is whether
What's
YNW
really
Melly
happening
is just
behind those
acting out in
walls?
jail, or
Stay tuned to find out.
facing is being
Here's where it
blown out
gets
of
even
proportion.
stranger. Melly's
No
been hit
report
with
was
over
written
100
confiscated items.
And while for
The
years
deputy
of
said they took
violations
the
might
items
seem
right
like
in
a
front
lot,
of Melly,
the Broward Sheriff's Office,
the SO,
but there was
says
never
it's
any
because
official
he's been
report.
using his phone
And
privileges
then
too much.
there's another bizarre
Which led
story.
to many of the
Back in
restrictions on
April
him on top of that.
2022,
Ongoing
Melly of
investigations
having
into
handcuffed
Melly
keys.
for witness
They
tampering
said why
related
they
to
were
his
taking
homicide
action,
case.
but
What's going on?
no
The
disciplinary
SO is
report
asking for
followed.
more time to gather
Here's where
all the
things
evidence
get
they
really
need to
serious.
respond.
Melly's
It's clear
been
the
placed
situation
in
is still
administrative
pretty
segregation,
messy,
and
which is
everyone's
waiting
waiting
to
to
see what happens next.
Every time he
YNW
leaves
Melly's
his cell,
legal team
the other
is
inmates
pushing for more
forced
time
to lock up
to present their
and there are
case.
even times
They
when
believe
he's not
the
allowed to
documents,
watch TV,
transcripts,
or
or
evidence
evidence they
paper.
have can prove their
Why?
claims. Well,
But they
no
need
one really
more
knows.
than the
10-page limit.
It's because of a
At
series
first,
of incidents.
they asked for 20
but they
pages,
can't
but
explain
now they're
exactly what
requesting
those are
30
or
pages
give any
to
clear
really
rules
lay
for
everything
everything
out.
being treated this
The
way.
hearing is set for January
Honestly
17th.
wild when you think about it.
So Melly's team will
Inmates
have
who
to
actually
wait
tried to
and see what
escape were
happens
charged
next.
with tampering.
Now,
Yet
here's
they're
where
still
things get
allowed
interesting.
privileges like phone
Melly
calls.
wasn't always in the
But
main
here's
part
the
of the
kicker.
jail.
So
why
who
this
hasn't
sudden
been
change?
convicted of anything
Borland says
is being
it wasn't
treated
just Melly
but
guilty
a
of
series of
everything.
violations that
The double
led to the
standard
decision
is
to move
just
him.
ridiculous.
And you have to wonder,
What's really going on behind the scenes? With so many unanswered questions, it's clear there's more to this story than meets the eye. Stick around, because this one's definitely not over yet. Melly's phone behavior seems to be the main reason for the trouble he's facing. It turns out he wasn't just using his own PIN to make calls. He was also using other people's PINs, and sometimes letting others use his to get around the rules. This isn't exactly new. We've heard similar stories in other high-profile cases, like the LL case.